10-minute daily stretching routine. Hi everyone. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt as though your body was moving in slow motion, every joint stiff and reluctant to cooperate? Or perhaps after a long day of sitting at a desk, you notice your shoulders are hunched, your back feels tight, and even simple movements seem harder than they should be. These small signals are your body's way of saying, I need a break, I need movement. We live in a world where sitting has become the norm at work, at school, in the car, and even during leisure time. Over hours, days, and years, this constant stillness takes its toll. Muscles shorten, joints lose flexibility, and posture suffers, creating discomfort that quietly grows worse over time. The incredible thing is how little it takes to reverse these effects. Imagine giving your body just 10 minutes each day, 10 short minutes to stretch, release tension, and wake up your muscles. That's less time than it takes to drink a cup of coffee, scroll through social media, or watch a few short videos. Yet those minutes have the power to bring remarkable changes to how you feel, how you move, and even how you think. It is not about becoming an athlete or pushing yourself to extremes. It is about reconnecting with your body and giving it what it has been quietly asking for all along: freedom to move. When most people hear the word stretching, they think of athletes warming up before a game or dancers preparing for a performance. But stretching is not reserved for sports or special occasions. It is for everyone, every single day. It is for the office worker glued to a chair for 8 hours, the student who bends over books and screens for long study sessions, the parent constantly on their feet managing endless tasks, and even for those who feel too busy for exercise. Stretching is movement in its simplest form, yet its effects ripple through your entire body. It improves circulation, loosens tight muscles, and releases the stiffness that builds from hours of inactivity. More importantly, it wakes you up not just physically but mentally, giving you a renewed sense of energy and focus. The beauty of a 10-minute daily routine lies not in how intense it is, but in how accessible it is. There are no heavy weights, no complex instructions, no need for fancy equipment. You can do it anywhere: your bedroom, your living room, even your office during a short break. All you need is a willingness to start and the consistency to keep going. Each stretch becomes a small act of self-care, a moment to pause and tell your body, I'm listening and I'm taking care of you. Over time, these moments add up, creating a foundation for better posture, fewer aches, and a stronger, more flexible body. And it all begins with the simple choice to give yourself those 10 precious minutes each day. Stretching may seem simple, but its benefits go far beyond a temporary feeling of looseness. It is a form of maintenance for your body, like tuning an instrument to keep it playing smoothly. When you stretch, you are not only lengthening your muscles, but also improving blood circulation, increasing oxygen flow, and gently waking up the parts of your body that have grown stiff and inactive. This small act has a big impact on how you move, how you feel, and even how you carry yourself throughout the day. One of the most important benefits of stretching is improved posture. In today's world, where most of us spend hours hunched over computers, phones, or steering wheels, poor posture has become a common issue. Rounded shoulders, forward-leaning heads, and stiff backs are now seen everywhere, leading to discomfort, fatigue, and long-term spinal problems. Stretching helps counteract these effects by lengthening tight muscles and strengthening those that support your spine. Simple movements like opening up your chest, reaching your arms overhead, or gently arching your back can gradually undo the daily damage caused by sitting or slouching. Stretching also plays a key role in preventing injuries. When muscles are tight, they restrict movement and put unnecessary strain on joints, making even simple actions like bending or twisting risky. By stretching regularly, you improve flexibility and allow your body to move through its natural range of motion more easily. This means fewer pulled muscles, fewer aches after physical activity, and less chance of hurting yourself during everyday movements. Even people who are not athletes or fitness enthusiasts can benefit greatly because stretching helps the body stay ready for the simple demands of life, reaching for objects, climbing stairs, or playing with children without discomfort. Another powerful benefit of stretching is its ability to boost energy levels. When you sit or stay in one position for too long, blood flow slows and your body feels sluggish. Stretching acts like a wake-up call, encouraging blood to move more freely and delivering oxygen to your muscles. This not only improves physical alertness but also clears mental fog, helping you feel more focused and productive. Just a few minutes of slow, deliberate movements can replace the heavy feeling of fatigue with a sense of lightness and vitality. Perhaps the most underrated effect of stretching is how it impacts your mood. The gentle, rhythmic nature of the movements encourages deep breathing, which has been shown to reduce stress and calm the nervous system. In a world filled with constant noise and endless to-do lists, these few minutes of quiet, mindful movement can feel like a reset button for your entire day. It becomes not only a practice for the body, but also a short mental break, giving you space to release tension and find balance before stepping back into your routine. A 10-minute stretching routine might sound simple to make a real difference, but the beauty of it lies in its simplicity. There is no need for complex moves, special equipment, or a large space. All you need is your body, a little focus, and a willingness to move. Each stretch flows into the next, creating a sequence that awakens every part of you from head to toe. It becomes less of a workout and more of a gentle ritual, one that leaves you feeling lighter, taller, and more refreshed in just a few minutes. The routine can begin with an upward stretch, where you stand tall, feet firmly planted, and reach your arms toward the ceiling as if trying to touch the sky. This simple motion lengthens the spine, opens the chest, and releases tension from the upper body. From there, a slow forward bend allows your upper body to hang loosely, stretching your back, hamstrings, and shoulders all at once. It is not about forcing yourself to touch your toes. It is about feeling the gentle pull in your muscles and breathing deeply as your body relaxes. Afterward, side bends can bring life to the torso. Standing with feet hip-width apart, you can raise one arm overhead and lean gently to the opposite side, stretching along your ribs and waist. Switching sides allows balance and helps release stiffness from sitting for long periods. Twisting stretches follow naturally, loosening up the spine and improving mobility. These twists can be done standing, sitting, or even lying down, each one helping the back feel more flexible and free. The lower body benefits greatly from calf, quad, and hip stretches. Simple moves like placing one foot behind you and pressing the heel into the ground stretch the calves, while pulling one ankle gently toward the glutes stretches the front of the thighs. Hip openers, such as a seated figure four stretch, ease tightness caused by long hours of sitting. Each of these stretches only needs 30 seconds to a minute, yet together they create a full-body experience that feels both refreshing and restorative. What makes this routine especially appealing is how adaptable it is. It can be done in the morning to wake up your body, at midday to fight off stiffness and fatigue, or in the evening to release tension from the day. There is no strict order, no pressure to be perfect, only the goal of moving with care and intention. Over time, as these stretches become familiar, the routine starts to feel like second nature, a brief daily commitment that pays off in how easily your body moves and how calm your mind feels. It is proof that even the smallest actions, when done consistently, can bring lasting change. Stretching may appear to be a purely physical activity, but its impact reaches far deeper than muscles and joints. The slow, deliberate movements do more than lengthen the body, they quiet the mind, release stress, and restore balance in ways that are often overlooked. In a world where everything moves quickly and demands constant attention, the act of pausing for 10 minutes to stretch becomes a form of meditation in motion. It is a moment to breathe, to reconnect with yourself, and to find calm amid the chaos of daily life. One of the reasons stretching feels so soothing is that it encourages mindful breathing. As you move through each pose, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly, your nervous system begins to relax. This deep breathing lowers stress levels and helps quiet the mental chatter that often runs in the background of our thoughts. Instead of focusing on a busy schedule, a looming deadline, or a long to-do list, your attention shifts to how your body feels in the present moment. This awareness alone can bring a sense of clarity and peace that lingers long after the routine is finished. The emotional benefits are just as powerful. Tension in the body often mirrors tension in the mind. When you feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, your shoulders tighten, your jaw clenches, and your posture collapses inward. Stretching helps release these physical signs of stress, sending a signal to the brain that it is safe to relax. Over time, this simple practice can help improve mood, reduce anxiety, and makes it easier to handle daily challenges without feeling so weighed down. There is also something deeply grounding about the consistency of a daily routine. Those 10 minutes become a reliable part of the day, a small promise you keep to yourself no matter what else is happening. This consistency builds not only physical strength and flexibility, but also a sense of mental stability. Knowing that there is a set time to pause, breathe, and move helps create balance between the fast pace of life and the need for stillness. Debunking common weight loss myths. Hi everyone. Have you ever heard someone say carbs make you fat or you need to skip meals to lose weight? Well, let me tell you something. If weight loss myths were true, we'd all be experts by now. But hear us the truth. Many of these so-called facts are nothing more than fitness fairy tales, and believing them can do more harm than good. 1. Myth 1. Carbs are the enemy. Many people believe that eating carbohydrates automatically leads to weight gain, but this is one of the most misunderstood concepts in nutrition. Carbohydrates are often unfairly labeled as the villain in weight management, yet they are one of the body's primary sources of energy. When we eat carbs, our body breaks them down into glucose, which fuels everything from brain function to muscle movement. Without sufficient glucose, we feel tired, sluggish, and unable to perform at our best. The problem is not carbohydrates themselves, but rather the type and quantity consumed. There are two main kinds of carbs, simple and complex. Simple carbs, found in sugary drinks, candies, pastries, and processed foods, are quickly digested and cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This can lead to energy crash, increased hunger, and overeating. Complex carbs, on the other hand, are found in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These foods provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and they release energy slowly, helping you feel full for longer and maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Another reason carbs are often blamed for weight gain is the popularity of low-carb diets. While these diets may lead to short-term weight loss, it's often due to water loss rather than fat reduction. Carbohydrates are stored in the body along with water, so when you cut carbs, you lose water weight quickly. But once carbs are reintroduced, much of that weight returns, leading to frustration and the false belief that carbs are inherently bad. It's also important to understand that cutting out carbs entirely can negatively affect overall health. Carbohydrates provide dietary fiber, which supports digestion and helps regulate cholesterol levels. Without enough fiber, problems like constipation and poor gut health may arise. Furthermore, depriving the body of carbs can lead to low energy, difficulty concentrating, and even mood swings since the brain relies heavily on glucose for proper functioning. Portion control plays a key role as well. Overeating any macronutrient, carbs, protein, or fat can contribute to weight gain because it results in an excess of calories. It is not fair to single out carbs as the sole culprit when it is the overall balance of calories and nutrients that determines whether we gain, lose, or maintain weight. The truth is, not all carbs are created equal, and demonizing an entire food group oversimplifies the science of nutrition. Instead of focusing on cutting carbs, understanding the difference between refined and whole food sources can make all the difference. Whole food carbohydrates offer sustained energy, promote satiety, and provide essential nutrients that support long-term health. The real challenge lies in making informed choices about what kinds of carbs to eat and how much, rather than avoiding them altogether. 2. Myth 2. Skipping meals helps you lose weight. Many people believe that skipping meals is a quick and effective way to lose weight, but this approach often backfires and can even harm overall health. The idea seems simple. If you eat less, you consume fewer calories, and therefore you should lose weight. However, the human body is far more complex than a basic equation, and skipping meals disrupts important processes like metabolism, energy regulation, and hunger signals. When you skip meals, your body senses a lack of energy intake and may interpret it as a sign of food scarcity. In response, the metabolism slows down to conserve energy. A slower metabolism means that the body burns fewer calories throughout the day, which can actually make weight loss harder. Over time, this can create a cycle where skipping meals leads to a reduced calorie burn and increased difficulty losing fat. Another major drawback of skipping meals is its impact on hunger and cravings. Missing a meal often results in intense hunger later in the day, leading to overeating or poor food choices. When the body is overly hungry, it craves high-calorie, sugary, or fatty foods for quick energy. This often results in consuming more calories than would have been eaten if meals had been spaced out and balanced. Studies have shown that people who skip meals are more likely to indulge in late-night snacking or binge eating, undermining their weight management efforts. In addition to affecting metabolism and hunger, skipping meals can negatively influence blood sugar levels. Without regular food intake, blood sugar may drop, leading to feelings of fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. Low blood sugar can also trigger stress hormones like cortisol, which may encourage fat storage, especially around the abdominal area. For people who engage in physical activity, not eating regularly can lead to poor performance, slower recovery, and decreased muscle maintenance, all of which are vital for a healthy weight. There is also a psychological aspect to consider. Consistently skipping meals can create an unhealthy relationship with food, leading to restrictive eating patterns or even disordered behaviors. Instead of listening to hunger cues and fueling the body appropriately, eating becomes associated with guilt or fear of gaining weight. This mindset not only affects physical health but also emotional well-being, as constant worrying about food can lead to stress and anxiety. What makes this myth so misleading is that short-term results may appear. A person might see a small drop on the scale after skipping a meal, but this is often due to water loss rather than fat loss. Over time, the body fights back against prolonged calorie restriction by storing energy more efficiently, often resulting in weight regain. True, sustainable progress depends on maintaining energy balance and supporting the body's natural rhythms rather than depriving it of nourishment.